You're not cutting no corners. You took the narrow path. And for what it's all worth, in the end, it was all worth it. You see, you might have felt like you lost a whole lot because you gave everything you had, your time, your energy, your effort. You gave it all. And in the end, what you felt you got back in return did not equate. So you felt like you got the short end of the stick. But I'm here to tell you, nothing was ever lost. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Let's talk about cutting corners. Let's talk about those who cut corners, the cheaters. They used to copy off of other students while they were in class. And when the exams came, they still copied and they passed in that setting. But when they came out into the setting of the real world, they saw that although cheating took them far, it created more karmic consequences that defeated the real reason why they chose that path to start with. You were never really the one to take the easy way out. They always thought there had to be an easy way out. But that in itself was just an illusion to get them deeper into the illusion. So every time they clung onto what they thought was the easy way out, they ended up finding themselves in some deeper mess. They always held on to the idea, it's not my fault. They saw and let numerous situations that could have gone good go bad because they believed that it wouldn't be their fault, whatever the outcome is. At all cost. They didn't mind going to the extremes just to get things their way, even if it meant forcefully imposing their corrupted ideologies upon your mind. I need it quick. You were never the one to want it the microwave way, but they got adapted to instant gratification, and this widened the pit of greed in them. Now, we're going to talk about the narrow path. For there is a path that appears to be beautifully paved that leads to destruction. You were wise enough to avoid that path. You chose the narrow path. And even despite the fact that you felt that you lost a lot, you gained a plethora of experience. Yes. You thought they gave you clothes to keep you warm and for you to look fashionable. But you didn't know they intentionally put holes in your pocket and kept you distracted and claimed to pay you while you were journeying in your bodily suit, only for your loot to fall out of your pockets while they had someone follow behind, picking up every single dime you earned. By the time you could even begin to imagine what they were up to, you were so deep that even turning to the point of origin seemed impossible. So you find ways to adapt to an elusive inhabitant. You needed a good reason to satisfy your condition. You never had any issues with working hard, but you started to desire for more control over your life and over your time. And you concluded keeping busy was just the best pastime. You love adventure, but you wanted to know details of the experience before you take it yourself. you seen how deep the rabbit hole goes. You had the choice to either believe from the surface that which you didn't know but assumed that you knew, or go down the rabbit hole and see for yourself, regardless of wherever it leads. We're going to go ahead and cap it at that. Let's recap what we touched on today. You have gotten to realize that your effort was not in vain. You've gotten to realize that despite everything that you put in and all that you gave, and even though you felt like you were not compensated accordingly, your effort wasn't in vain. And mind you, nothing was ever lost. You also got to realize that cutting corners actually robbed you of the tremendous experience that you were going to gain from the journey of your path. You've also gotten to realize that though the path was narrow, it straightened you out from inside. And you've also come to the conclusion that it was all worth it in the end. Until next time, until the next episode, y'all be blessed.